Hello, Skiing, Bike, and Gaming here, and today I am going to talk about Beam. It is a new live streaming platform that is promising a improved user interface and low latency streaming. On their About page, they say that they have a intuitive interface and all the tools that you need to create and watch streams. They use this by using XSplit and OBS, whichever one you prefer, and you can use other ones too. They have support for it. I'll go into that a little bit later. And to get the low latency, they're using HTML5 streaming protocol, and they are promising as low as 2 seconds latency between you recording something and the end user watching it. I'm going to go into a little bit of testing here in a bit, where I went in and what I did was I was recording a Word document, and then I had my laptop next to me, and I would press a letter key, and then start a timer on my phone, and as soon as I saw it come up on my laptop, I would stop the timer. I did not include the mobile app on this. This is because it's a little bit inconsistent, because I used the same one for Twitch. I did the previous test also for Twitch, but when I went onto my phone, it would be a lot longer than what you were expecting, but that also is because it could be mobile and I'm only on 4G on my phone. I just wanted to take bottlenecks and any type of wireless out of it, because where I'm at, it can be a little bit touch and go at times. So here I'll get into my data and what I think about the service. Before I start my testing, I'm going to quickly show you guys here what my speed test comes out to be. This is because I want to show that it's not on my network where the bottleneck is going to be, and it's more on their servers and how quickly they can process the video and get it back out to you. For both Beam and Twitch, I think for Beam, my server was out of DC, and for Twitch, it was out of Chicago. DC is actually a little bit closer, so I'm going to go ahead and just do one out of Chicago here, if I can get it. Alright, there we go. Let's just do Server Central here in Chicago. You can clearly see here that downloading on my end, so from my computer, from my laptop, it's not going to be an issue there. And we'll see here in a couple seconds what the upload's at. So you can clearly see here also that it's maxed out. It's actually going faster than the download. So there should be no bandwidth issue on my end for the streaming. I just finished up my testing, and you can clearly see here that Beam's results are way lower than Twitch's. Beam averaged about 4.529 seconds, while Twitch averaged 9.22 seconds. You're probably thinking that Beam is a little bit more over double of what they were saying of 2 seconds. But I'm not going to be too harsh with them, saying that they are a new service and they're still dialing everything in. I think I heard from one of their reps that right now currently they're averaging around 4 seconds for most of their servers, but they're looking to dial in and get everything just the way they want it, and it should average around 2 seconds. Twitch, on the other hand, is all over the place. If you look at their standard deviations, Beams is at 0.073 and Twitch is at 0.156, so it's almost double. And what the standard deviation is, it's the difference between each of them. So how much it fluctuates between each result. So then you can kind of see which one's a little more consistent. And then here, if you look at the chart that I drew up, I mean, it's kind of hard to see because we're looking at very minute things, but you can also see here that Beam is almost straight all the way across, while Twitch is up and down a little bit. And this was all done at 720p 30 FPS because I just didn't want bandwidth to be an issue, even though you saw my results, and there should have been no issue there. Now after all the results, you're wondering whether or not you should switch over. What I currently have to say is you probably shouldn't yet. And what that has to do with is there's not a huge following over here at Beam. Um, you can clearly see here that there's like 13 people watching, 11 people watching, 7, and this is on their home page. If I go into here, there's not that many people playing right now, and most of them are offline. And this right here isn't just like the people online. There's hardly anyone playing currently that has and that's considered one of those game players. What the issue with this is, it's a really new service. I mean, they have a really active dev team, and I think it's going to be great in the future, and I would definitely keep an eye on them. But if you already have a Twitch following and you have a decent-sized YouTube channel, well, if you have a decent-sized YouTube channel and you're just starting a stream, I would say go ahead and switch to Beam. Just bring all of your people over. The more people that get on here, the better off it will be. But if you already have a large Twitch following, I would probably say stay away for a little bit longer. And but I would definitely keep my eye on it, because as it grows, more and more people will join. Um, I think that their dev team and what they're promising will be better than Twitch. I haven't really heard too much from Twitch lately, what they're trying to do to improve everyone's experience. While here over at Beam, I'm hearing nothing but good things from the devs. They got back to me fairly quickly through email, answering a couple of my questions that I had. So I definitely think if you're just starting out, I would do this, but like I said before, if you're already a pretty decent Twitch streamer, I'd probably stay there. Um, as for what they offer, they do offer um, a pro subscription, and it has no ads, Beam development, premium support, times 2 point multiplier. I'll get into that in a second. Access to the lab and premium chat highlight. What the premium chat highlight is just when you chat on other people's things, it'll kind of glow up that you're a premium member. I'm not completely sure if that's worth it right now. We'll see in the future what they add to it. And the time to point multiplier, every time you stream and you get a viewer, you get a point. So every time someone would join, you'd get 2 points. As you see here, I have 1 point, and that was just from my testing. And then what these points do is you can go into the shop and get stuff through there. And what it consists of is backgrounds and emojicons, but right now they don't have anything yet. So that's pretty much what they're offering. And I would say Beam is probably already better than Twitch, if I had to say. So, as what the title of my video says, yes, I do think Beam's better than Twitch. But I think the one fault it has is a major one for streamers, and that is that it doesn't have a large following. If you want to dual stream to this, I would say go ahead and do that if you're already on Twitch. Just dual stream and try to bring people over to Beam. Because the low latency, like, you might not think it's a big thing because people are just, like, going through. But if you're really a active streamer and you're constantly going through your chat and kind of talking to your viewers, this is a big thing for you, because you could have just died and they're all telling you to do something to help that you didn't get because that was 9 seconds later compared to the 4 seconds that you're going to get here on Beam. I know that still to some people might not be worth coming over and doing all this hassle, but it's true, it's not. It might not be worth it to some people, but to some it will be. And I really do like their user interface. It's a lot better than Twitch's. Their whole video here, I'll just jump in someone here's stream. Let's just go ahead and, I don't know what I feel like watching. Let's go ahead and watch some Minecraft. It'll be a little bit more interesting here. See, that's a little bit nicer. We can go full screen here. And something interesting that I actually found in my test was that Twitch would actually buffer on my laptop while I was going through the test. When I was, like, at the beginning, but when I was actually doing my test, it didn't buffer at all, but I found it interesting. I'm sure no one that's going to watch this video will say that my internet is bad in any way. I think it's actually excellent. So, I don't think that was the issue. I think it was just something up on Twitch's end. And, like I think I previously said, I didn't include the mobile versions because both mobile versions right now, for latency, it's all over the place. You're not going to get consistent results anywhere. And both of them are consistently higher. So, but if you are watching on mobile, the Beam, just going onto their website and mobile with HTML5, it's just as good as the computer almost. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I would say, yes, Beam is currently doing amazing. They just need to get more streamers on here and more viewers on here, and I think it will really take off. In probably a year or two, we'll see that Beam will be head-to-head with Twitch on just about all of the fronts. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And if you like the video, like it, and if you dislike it, dislike it. Thank you.